Hi everyone, Vacha here from recordingstudio9.com, and thanks for joining me again today. And today we are building acoustic panels. Now I know there's plenty out there on YouTube showing you how to actually build acoustic panels, but I've been asked how I build my one. So here it is. I'm actually building one which is going to be what they call the cloud, which actually goes on top of the ceiling where I'm normally sitting down and mixing to get rid of all of the reflections in there. It will be sort of absorbing acoustic panel, and for that I'm going to be using spare leftover of Soundscreen acoustic bat. And normally these acoustic bats come in packet of 8 here in Australia, Sydney. You cannot buy them individually, and they cost about $80–85 for a packet of 8. So you're looking about $10–11 of acoustic bat there. Then I do have some wooden frames, wooden pieces, which I'm going to be making them into a frame. And let's have a look of the other material that we're going to need for this. That is my acoustic bat, Soundscreen. Then we have our wooden pieces to make the frame. Then to cover it up, I do have some material, and I will tell you about this as well. We've got some nails to build a frame, some hooks to hook it up. I'm going to be also using these corner pieces, which actually make it a bit more stronger on the corners, and I'm going to use those short screws to screw them up to make it nice and stable. Over here I have some hilling hooks. These hilling hooks will actually help me to get the hooks up, and there's probably enough distance there as well, about 65mm. So that's the distance of air behind the ceiling acoustic cloud. Then of course, as to my tools, I do have some measuring tape, a screwdriver, stapler to staple the material, handsaw to cut the wood, some right angle measurement. And this is something that I'm gonna use, but you don't have to. This is left over from my build. This is a mesh that is used to between the two panels, like this wall that I've built. You can see I've used this one. This is going to be stapled before the material so that the acoustic bat is actually held up by this mesh rather than the material, because remember, this is going to go onto the ceiling, and it's going to be so that the acoustic bat is not sort of pressured down onto the material. This will hold it in place and keep it nice and flat rather than sag down. And I think I'm in here, I have some pencils and pens and markers and things like that. So that's pretty much all the material, and I will try to cost them for you. But you know, the material I got it is about 2 meters long wide, and I got 2 meters of it, and it was about $4.95 a meter. And these were about $1.95 each, and that was about $3, or sorry, $3.95 or $4. That's a $2 packet of nails I had before. These are about 45 cents each, and I needed only 4 of them. But yeah, and some screws I already had from before. And those woods, I don't know what they were called or how much they cost. They're about 65mm wide by 10mm thick, and there are 2 different lengths. One longer ones that I'm going to use for the length of the insulation bat, and some of the short ones to the across. And yeah, they're left over from the previous job, so yeah, they'll be about, you know, $10–15 for the lot as well. So let's get doing it. So let's have a look where things are up to. So as you can see, it's all finished. I did run out of staples. Damn, I gotta go get more. Anyway, but it's pretty much finished. And if we have a look, that's the inside. So as you can see, if we do lift it up, it's I don't know if you can see it, you know, from the, I can't hold it with one hand, and it's not that heavy, but it's a bit hard. But as you can see, even if you bend it, those strips do hold them in place, so it's not going to sag, which is good. And it's just been wrapped around, and it is all in place with staples. I got to do a few more. And as you can see here, this is my hooks, and I've got 4 of them at the same distance apart. And as these ones get screwed onto the ceiling, the hooks will actually just hook onto them and keep it up like that. So they just be about that far away from the ceiling, so they'll be a little bit down, so there's going to be air behind these. So the whole idea is that because they're not reflectors, they're absorbers, so the sound pretty much, you know, hitting at the bottom will go through them and hit the ceiling, reflect back and be absorbed again, and that cuts sound lots of reverberation above my head. So as you can see, I got it in there as well. So just sitting on the hook. And did it make a difference? Well, I guess I'll find out, but it definitely will make a difference, because this is where I normally sit and it's right above me, and it definitely will absorb any sound, you know, otherwise it'd be reflecting off that ceiling in that part when listening to music. So it's all good. Now, in case you're wondering what were those 2 black things sitting on the other side where you can't see them now, well, I will tell you all about it in another video. I'll explain it in there what those things are and why they are there. Anyway, I have to say, they are part of obviously the acoustics of this room. Yeah, I'll tell you about it in the next video when I make a video about them. Until then, I gotta wipe off my sweat and enjoy the fruit of my labor. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful, and now you know how you can actually build one, and now you can see how I do my one. It's the same with the other 3 that you see behind me there on the wall, and now I got one in as the cloud. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give me the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, you can also visit my website, which is recordingstudio9.com, and if you join my mailing list, I'll have lots of surprises coming up on my newsletter subscribers as well, which is not on YouTube. I keep mentioning that. There are a lot of things on my website which is not on YouTube, so I hope I'll see you then. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching and have a great time making music. Cheerio!